Hey, hello everyone. Today we are here again on HackTheBox with a new machine called Noxious, and today we are going to use Wireshark to respond to all those questions. So let's start by downloading the zip folder. Um, I don't know why it doesn't work anytime. Right, let's download the file. Meanwhile, I can create a new folder called Noxious. Right. Let's wait until it's completely loaded. Meanwhile, I can open the terminal because I will need to unzip this file. Alright. Okay. Let's put alright. So we have the file. We can just first we need to access. Right, and then we can simply unzip this file. Does it need a password? Let's see. Wait. Alright. Okay, we need to use 7-zip. So we can do this. P copy. Okay. And Noxious. That should work. Yes. And now we have our file.pcap that we should open on Wireshark, so we can just simply do this and open this one on Wireshark. Alright, that's okay. So the malicious address of the machine. So first thing, we need to find the malicious address of the malicious IP address. To do this, we can poisoning. We can simply use LLMNR and should give us some results, as we can see. And here we have particularly two IP address, this ending with 135 and 136. That's a standard query. That's this one is a response. Alright, I will say that should be our IP address. Right, let me try if this is the one. 172.17.9.5. Let me see. Okay, that's the correct one. Alright, now the second task is to search the host name of the rogue machine. In this case, we need to run a search on that should give us some result, right? And now we search for this specific IP address with maybe a request like this one. It's this one, right? 135.17. Yes, we are going to look at this one as a request, and it should give us some information about the host name, right? Yeah, host name. And we have Kali. Let me try Kali. Alright. Now we need to confirm whether the attacker captured the user rush and its crackable is captured. Alright, to do this, we can run a query on this and try to see what we found. Alright. Here it says a name called John Deacon, and that's the only name that I can see, honestly. But let me try to see if I can see something else more useful. Maybe this one with a session setup. That's not our IP address. Okay. We can see here Forella local DC01, and we have only this IP address. Maybe the destination should change. And here DC101, that's Forella. Forella should be the host, and John Deacon should be our username, right? Okay, I'm not fully sure, so I will use ntlmssb to just to try to see why it's not working. Alright. I mean, as we can see, the requests are made only by this user. That should be the host for Ella, and that should be the username. So I will just try with this, and it should be correct, right? Okay, it worked. And session setup request. So the next question is traffic. We can see that the victim credential, when were the ashes captured the first time. So we can see the first actually request has been done at this time, so 11, 18, and 30. So that should be our time. So let me try 06, 24, 11, 18, 30. Try to see if it is correct. That's correct. What's the typo made by the victim? Navigate to the file share that caused the credential to be leaked. Alright, let me try to see. I want to see what happened here. So to search for this one, we need to find if we can see some error, some typo made by the victim. Because so that the victim should have done some typo that made his credential to be released. So I need to try to see if I can see around this time, which is 11:30, when the request has been done, maybe some minutes before, if there is some error. Alright, yeah. Okay, so that the same time, 11:18:30, we can see this query is weird because it says DCO DCCO01 for ella.local, no such name. but the correct name is this one. So he basically added the second C, so it should be this, right? Yep. To get the actual credential, we need to stick together multiple value NTML server change value. Alright, to find this, we can search again for NTLMSSP, and we need to know the server's change value. So to do this, we should look for session setup response. Alright, that's the first request that has been done, so should be this one, and we should find the server change value here. Right, secure SSP provider, NTLMS server challenge, that should be it. Copy value, and let me try it, paste. Alright, that's correct. And find the NTP proof str value. For this one, instead, we should look at the session setup request, and should be somewhere here as well. NTML response, NT-proof, is this one, right? NT-proof str, yes, it's this one. So I was looking at the first two requests, and I should get this value. That should be correct, right? Yes. Also, it's important to take a look at the first request that has been done, because, for example, if we take a look at this one, the results should be different, right? Yes, exactly. And same thing for the other one. If we take a look here, where is it? Here, it's different from the one that we got, so it's important to look at the first session response and first session request over here. So we got our result, and now we can proceed with the next one. Okay, so now we need to create our hash to try to see if the attacker was able to obtain the password. And to do that, so from what I got, for this task 8, I need to create an hash composed by the NTLM server challenge and the NTP proof str value. So hash with oh my god, and we obtain the NTLM v2. So if I search for NTLM v2, okay, here we can see that should be the hash format that we're searching for, but alright, searching for this, we obtained this. So that's the username, domain, server challenge. So we have username. We should have the domain. We have the server challenge NTV2 response. That should be this one. And the client challenge, that should be server challenge. That should be this one. I think. And instead the host, the domain, sorry, should be Forella. Okay, let's try. So I have, this is the composition for my hash. Let's try. So the user was John, not like this, John.deacon. Correct, right? Let me go. John Deacon, Forella. And now we need this one, the server challenge, copy value, point, paste, NTV2 response, which is this one, copy value, paste, and then the client challenge, oops, which is, should be this, right? Wait. Alright, I was searching a bit because I was thinking that this was the client challenge, because it says client challenge. So I made some research, and apparently the client challenge should be this one. This one. But so paste, we need to delete all this part because it's this one. So I need to delete this, and then I can save it. I save it already as an hash.txt just because I was trying before to see if it was the correct one, but it was not working. So now we can try to obtain the password, and to do this we can do this once again. Wait. Alright. And we can try to use hashcat hash.txt and then user share word, and we will use rocq.txt. Right, so now should have worked, and if we do this //show should provide us one result. Yes, this one. So this one, copy selection, should be our password. Let me see. Yeah, that's correct. And now we have the last one. What is the actual file share that the victim was trying to navigate to? So now we can try to see again on SMB2 if there is something. So the file, the first thing has happened at this time, so should be later after this one. and we should see something here. That can be it. Yes. Let's see. Bro, we have this too. So should be one of these two. EPC dollar, that must be a machine. Instead, that should be a folder, a confidential folder. So I will honestly try this one before. Oh my god, I cannot copy it. So wait, was DC one, right? And then all right, we got it. The machine has been completed. All right, thank you very much for watching the video, and see you at the next one.